Every new product that Wall Street is launching is designed to keep you in debt and make you pay longer. But they're marketed as, hey, let me come and help you out. Lower payments, get in today, quick move-in date. You want that new car? 60 to 96 months, 0% financing. Just come on in and we'll get you signed up. And in this video, we're going to talk about all these new consumer traps that are emergent. And the first one is 50-year mortgages. Yup, sold as affordable, but you're gonna pay 2 to 3 times more over the lifetime of the loan. And yes, they are working on it. Here's confirmation. And it literally delays building equity, get your home paid off. And it is just an absolute disaster. This isn't even home ownership. No, it's debt ownership. And yeah, designed to make you feel rich while you're actually really staying broke. So let's look at an example for a $500,000 loan. Over 30 years, you would pay $3,160 a month. And over that lifetime of the loan, you would pay $1.1 million. So there's huge profits in it for the bank. And so now let's look at if you do a 50-year loan. That is $2,800 a month. So you basically save a few $100, but man, you're gonna pay triple. You're gonna pay $1.68 million. And they want you to buy one of these quick moving dates. And all of a sudden, you're gonna be in it to win it. And that's what they're hoping for. They're hoping that you're just so eager to jump in and say, you know what, I gotta do it. I gotta buy a house, and this is what we're marketing as. Chase the American dream and sign up for that 50-year loan. And so I asked you guys in the poll yesterday, how do you guys feel about a 50-year mortgage? And 13% said yes, lower payment makes sense right now. We're strapped. We can't make it. 75% of you said, no, that's financial slavery. And 7% said, only if it's my forever home. And 4% said, I rent, and that sounds insane. And let's go over some of these comments. And if you like content like this and want to participate in my videos, make sure to like and subscribe. And when I make a poll, you comment something on it, and then we can go over this. So this is from a channel member. I appreciate you. I've been waiting to buy a home, but for the last 5 years, I've been doing a few things, preparing to do a 15-year mortgage, and I want to do a loan without early payment penalties. I want to pay it off ASAP. Doing 50 years sounds insane, and I agree. 50 years sounds absolutely crazy. When you're thinking about it, it is all interest loaded up front. So the most that you're going to pay is all interest, and you're going to be stuck. You are going to be in trouble because you're not going to tack principal in a long time. In a 30-year mortgage, you're going to start making bigger principal payments starting at year 12. Yup, at year 12, 13, that's where you're starting to make bigger payments, principals, rather than just the interest alone. And now we're looking at all these new home constructions, and I bet you they're going to come out and say, 50-year mortgages, we're having you. And so another commenter basically saying the exact same thing. I think I would do a 15-year fixed mortgage, a duplex, a fourplex, or multifamily units where I live in one, rent out the others, and I can always pay it off early. That is some of the facts. You can literally pay it off early. I looked at my statements for my house, and the prepayment penalties are actually really small compared to the loan size. So you technically could take out a 50-year and then just make 15 or 5 or 7 or 8-year payment terms, whatever you want to do. But the bank, they're going to be like, you know, if we're going to do a 50-year mortgage, it's going to have to be lucrative to them. This is the trap one that they have set out. So now let's say you're in a home and you're like, you know what? I've been loving it, and now I'm hitting some financial stress. So there's companies now on Wall Street that say, let me just get a HELOC credit card. Never heard that before, so let's watch this video of Casa Card.
Your home is valuable, but all that value is locked away in paper, not in your pocket. With Casa Card, you can finally unlock it. Casa allows you to access your home's equity in cash. It's not a loan, it's money you already have, but with no interest, no monthly payments, and no credit score impact. Just add your home to your wallet. A quick 15-minute application gets you started. Choose the amount you need, and you're good to go. Use Casa Card to remodel your home, pay down debt, or finally make that big purchase you've been putting off. Your house works for you while you keep living in it. How does this work? Instead of charging interest, we'll hold a portion of your home's equity that will grow over time, so we earn when you do. But you don't have to pay us anything for up to 30 years or until you sell. Don't feel like sharing? You can buy us out anytime. Your house, your rules. Casa Card. Join the waitlist today.
So I actually joined the waitlist. I was like, this seems so crazy. I joined the waitlist. Hasn't gotten emails though, but this is absolutely a trap. If you're gonna put your home equity, you're gonna wrap it up in a credit card and you're gonna be like, you know what? Let me just live off of that. Is absolutely nuts. Yup. Swipe. Swipe the card just like a Visa card. It's marketed as flexible, but it's a second mortgage in disguise. Each chip swipe chips slowly away at your equity. Every swipe, every purchase, the bank wins twice. They already got your mortgage interest. Now they got revolving debt and interest also. This is insane. And now you got your home, you got that credit card, and all of a sudden, you need some wheels. Let's go to the dealership. Let's go get a new truck. 0%? Haha, I'm gonna get you. So, new auto loans, 96 months, mortgages, 50 years, student loan. And all of a sudden, you're living paycheck to paycheck, even on six figures. And this is reality for many Americans. So, the psychology behind it, you think you can move forward fast, get into a new house, get into a new car, and all of a sudden, the debt burden just keeps on building. The system needs you to look rich and stay poor. Keeps consumer spending. Keep consumer spending alive. GDP up. The illusion of prosperity. That's why when you turn on the news, they're saying that, oh, economy's growing and we're keep expanding, we're creating jobs, we're doing all this stuff. It is off of people's mortgages, it is off people's equity, it is off of a whole bunch of stuff like that with 0%. And don't worry about it. We're just gonna roll it into the next loan. And the real goal is to keep you in debt, to keep you struggling. And this is so bad for so many Americans. And I see the lure. You're sitting at your one bedroom apartment and you see these new constructions built like I just shown you. And you just get the jitters. You're like, I want to buy a home. My friends are buying homes. How are they doing it? And let me just cash out my 401k. Let me cash out everything so I can literally go out and do it. But this might not be the best solution. So let's watch this creator talk about what happens when you sell everything to buy a new home.
Do not sell all your investments just to buy a house because you will go house poor. Okay? Let's say hypothetically you have $100,000 invested and you sell all your stocks. You sell $100,000 worth of stocks and now you're at zero, but you put it into your house for like the closing costs, down payment, future mortgage payments, all of that, right? Instead of your money, your $100,000 compounding and making more money for you, you stripped it. Like the example I've used before, right? Let's say you own a farm and you only have one chicken on the farm and you've been begging to have eggs and it finally gives you eggs and you're like, okay, now I don't need the chicken. And later on, you're like, holy shit, now I don't have any more eggs. I'm running out of eggs. That is what you're doing when you're selling all of your investments just to buy a house because all your money will be tied up in the house. Now you're going to put your paycheck into your mortgage and you're going to have very little leeway to pay for other things. And you're going to feel like you're just tied down to your house and you can't do anything else. So don't do that to yourself. Make sure you're in a comfortable enough position with your investments before you sell some, but don't sell everything and then just put it into the house. Give yourself some cushion.
So you heard her. She's This is some real solid financial advice. And when I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, where are all these people at? These people are like, oh, let me just go into a house. And then they get into a house. They get into a nice one too. And they put 100 grand down, they cash out everything. All of a sudden, they found out at the closing table that it's actually really expensive buying and selling real estate, closing costs. And then all of a sudden the market dips 10, 20%. If you put 100 grand down and the market dips 10, 20%, and then you try to sell again with the closing cost, most likely you're going to be wiped out. Your 100 grand in investments are gone because it is so expensive to sell, and especially when the market isn't going to bail you out. In an upwards market where everybody has been making money and you basically say, hey, I'm going to sell my house, and you're going to get 20, 30 offers in a few hours of the home going up, that's the time to sell. For all these people that are always like, oh, a house is an investment, you got to do that. When it reaches the top of the market and it is a seller's market, you as a investor, so to speak, right? Because you're like, my house investment, got to sell. You got to put it on the market to get these offers, and you move into a rental unit or something else because your house is an investment, they say, right? Over the long period of time, you'll be fine, most likely, right? Depending on the area, the market will bail you out over 10, 15, 20 years. You'll be fine. But average Americans, they own about a house for 11 years. And after that, it is just, yeah, gotta move. Life happens to you, and it comes to find out that not everything that's shiny is gold, right? And it is reality of 2025 where people need to realize that maybe renting a little while or maybe staying put might be not such a bad idea, because like I said earlier in the video, the 12th year is the year where you're going to tackle way more of the principal than just interest. So you got to make sure that it makes financial sense for you to move and to upgrade the house. But like I always said, people make more, and I had lots of people on here that said, oh, I got a bigger job. I didn't like my area, so I moved up in house. I did this, I got a nicer car. And all of a sudden, they wake up one day realizing that, man, I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. I tripled my income over the last 4 years, and I'm still living paycheck to paychecks. And they're looking around and seeing that all these things, houses, cars, pools, palm trees, landscaping, do you own them? Or do they own you? And that is your question to answer. Is that something that you want to get yourself into? Is that something that you're going to be proud about and be like, you know what? I'm going to wake up, I'm happy as a claim, and that is it. To go to work, I come back and work on my house, do stuff. If that's you, then you should go forward. But there's other people in my comment section that said, no, I'm renting, I'm living the best life. I have no maintenance. I don't do anything else, and I invest my difference that I'm making, and I'm investing in stocks and dividends, and I'm actually not even paying rent. I have my investments pay for rent, and I just call up my landlord and say, the fridge is out, and I'm actually heading out. So you can send somebody over tomorrow to fix it or whenever. I'm taking a trip. And yeah, that is reality for so many people. And these traps are all over. 0%. Extend the loan term, make it affordable for everybody. If you extend the loan term long enough, everything becomes affordable, but they'll indebt you till your eyeballs. They'll probably try to figure out a loan where your grandkids are starting to have to pay for it. So you take it out, and it is a loan where your kids, your grandkids are have to pay for it. Just like when you get into these timeshares, it is literally hard to get out. And so they're going to try to enroll you into all these places, and it's truly marketed as, you know what, we're going to help you out. So you need to be aware. You need to do your research, use AI tools. Make sure that this is something you can stomach the payment. You can keep up the maintenance, and you're not selling every little asset you have to get into a house. Because, man, if you're going to do that, downturn comes, you need to sell because of whatever reason, medical, family, job, happens to people all the time. All of a sudden, vaporized, right? So make sure you really, really know what you're getting yourself into. But yeah, look at these lots. Look at all these lots. All of them are going to be homes, and rolling out 50-year mortgages. So it is bananas. But when home volume's down and people aren't selling and you can't get into houses, They gotta do something. And what do you do? What do these big corporations do? They go out, they spend lobby dollars. And guess what? All of a sudden, you buy some politicians, and all of a sudden, 50-year mortgages seems like a great idea. It's gonna get more people into homes, and that's probably how they market it. It's a lower payment, save $300-400 a month. That allows you to buy a Jeep or a truck like this. And it's like, yeah, put that towards something else. Those $300-400 comes to find out that should have never ever done it. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up. It is Sunday, everybody. Looking gorgeous in Las Vegas for the time of year. No clouds. Look at that. For all these people that are always like, the desert living is absolutely brutal. Man, I am right here. It's about 75, 80. And yeah, we don't have grass though, but you also don't need to cut it or trim it or do stuff. And yeah, no sky, no clouds in the sky. It's all blue. So yeah, this is one of the main reasons why I live here now. If you're ever like depressed and you can't see the sun for months, aka Switzerland, UK, I've been there. Had to go to the mountains to see the sun during winter time. It rained, it snowed, and now I'm here. Vitamin D all day. Something said about it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of this, because man, yeah, I'm just looking at it like getting a credit card to literally buy stuff, consumer items off of your house, off of the piggyback of your house equity. Oh boy, we're sure in some trouble, I'm telling you. And there's a wait list. So yeah, I'll let you guys know what happens with that wait list because I signed up for it. So I wish you guys happy Sunday, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.